if you still hate poverty, if you still hate if you still hate some people, if you still hate things, certain things, you're going to attract them into your life till you become indifferent, till you embrace the poverty. You be like, man, I'm poor, it's okay, but what can I do to change? So man, I be like, man, I think I don't like people that are like this, so what can I do to change? So that you become indifferent. You be like, even if you're poor, you be like, man, to hell with this, me, I'm just observing, I know this is just a situation, so that in the mind you know you're rich. But other than that, if you still think you're poor, even in the mind you're poor, you're going to be there. That's a constant, because you keep attracting it, because you're even scared of it. You're even scared of it. I see. Okay, most people think they're scared of poverty, but then in real sense they're scared of getting something and it won't be enough. They're not really scared of being poor, but they're scared of having something and it's not enough. They're scared of probably having something, having food, and it's not enough for the entire family. They're scared of having probably of taking their kids to school up to a certain level and they're not able to complete the universities. You get? So that's what they are scared of. They're not scared of the poverty as a state, but they're scared of the things that are associated with poverty. And some of these things are just here. They're not even, they don't exist. Remember, if you change their mind, you change the way you're looking at the world, you create your own world. That's why all of us here are in our own worlds, like we're in our own universe. That's why they'll tell you, wherever you are, that's the point. That's the point where the sun is. That's how we will see the sun in your own world. So you create your own world. If it's going delusional, because you know that you don't want the environment to go to affect you, go be delusional. People might not understand you, but after, if you, I don't want to use the aspect of time because also time doesn't exist. It's all here. It can be now. It just depends on how fast you can work on yourself so that you're no longer affected by the external environment. That's why they'll tell you, see a person, if you watch like Queen of Katwe, that kid was like, man, they used to just play chess, but then their dreams were far. The teacher who taught that kid chess was far. The kid was probably the environment, they are poor, the mother is whatever. Those stories are real. You're supposed to watch such stories so that they can spark. That's why they encourage every kid to watch the Cinderella story. I know now we've gone up being told, man, that I think that Cinderella story doesn't exist. If you feel it doesn't exist, it won't exist for you. But then the story still exists. Princess still fall for. It's not like prince. Okay, prince. Yeah, princess still fall for village people. Not in the literal sense because now we are no longer in that kingdom. But you have seen rich people falling for people that are not that rich. Look at prostitutes. Because it could be the same story, by the if you twist it, the Cinderella story. Look at prostitutes. Are they rich? No. But they are going to go on the streets and sell themselves. It's rich people that are going to come and pick them. So isn't that the Cinderella story? So you're picked by someone who's rich. You've seen people that stay in forever wherever they stay, but then they are dropped off in cars that are that's still the same Cinderella story. Because a rich person from wherever they are is coming and picking this other person, because that girl who stays wherever they stay believes there is a rich man there who wants me. That's why she should go stand on the street. It's still the same Cinderella story. For you feel it's just in the movie. That thing happens and it's still there. People will come here and testify. What do the prostitutes use to go sell themselves? Or even these guys, probably you could look at them as slave queens. They know probably they need more money. They need men that are going to be rich. They go put themselves in positions where these people are going to pick them. Isn't that Cinderella thing? Cinderella also probably was just the prince. Because the prince is from this other world and this girl is from this other world. They come and they pick them. Probably it might not be direct or the same, but you can look at it, it's just like the Beauty and the Beast, because this person has something this girl has to offer. So I'll be like, okay, let me exchange my body for something that you're going to offer. And if you're lucky, you would meet someone who will change your life. You've heard of people, prostitutes, that be like, I met a white man and he gave me so much money. You think that story doesn't exist? Those stories are still there. But if you believe that story doesn't exist, you will not be in that sphere. So that's why you'll be like, man, I'm open to the world. Whatever comes, I'm ready. But then you pray, it's not a test. You pray, you have the grace to discern, you have the grace to know what's for you, you have the grace to know that, okay, this is how I'm going to elevate myself. You have the grace to stay with God. And being with God doesn't mean you're supposed to be God. No. It's just having a clean heart. If you have a clean heart, I promise you, everything will work out. You will just have these few challenges, but people with God will always be there. Like people with God will always be there. That I promise you. And God is not like praying. No, it's your heart. Who you are behind the closed doors. Who you are when no one is watching. That's the God. If you before people you come and smile to them, but then deep down you're not smiling, then is there God? You're lying to the world. Some people can see through this. Some people can't see this through this. But then remember, you're lying to yourself. You're not lying to anyone. If you come and smile before someone when you're not really smiling, you're not like. Perhaps if you're hurting, it's okay. But then if you come and fake it, like you smile, you want to portray a different persona. If you're hurting, and people will see this, if you're hurting and you've come, probably you're helping, it's okay, you're helping as though you're hurt. But then the people that are going to come and tell you, they're going to smile into your face, but then those are the snakes. And remember, a snake is also a smart thing. Snakes are smart. Snakes, that's why they be like better than devil, you know. Okay, because snakes are smart. That's why I even tell us probably the holy books that be as smart as the heads of the snakes. I don't quote the Bible or holy books because I feel people have overquoted them and they even get a wrong interpretation. So me, I'm all about reading something, understanding it, and just speaking what I've understood from it, not necessarily quoting. That's why you see in my entire conversations I don't quote, because actually I've read from so many things. I've listened to so many podcasts so that I come up with that conclusion, so that I come up with what I'm speaking right now. So that's why I don't quote. I don't even remember where it is, but I'd be like, I think I've read it somewhere. I think I've seen it. You get what I'm saying? And the other thing, I think it's in 2 Corinthians. Okay, I'm quoting there, whereby you're supposed to walk by faith. Yeah, by faith, not sight. Faith, it's here. You believe that things are going to work out. You get, so you believe things are going to work out, not like what you're seeing, because what you're seeing is just the physical. But that's why you be like, if you believe you're rich down there, you're rich already. These circumstances are just teaching you. So you're supposed to be like, okay, what am I learning from this state? That I can be the person that is in my mind. That's why they be like, to be happy, supposed actually manifestation. One of the techniques of manifestation is visualizing. Like visualize the life you want. Visualize. That's why every time you get a second, don't think about bad things. Visualize. Visualize the life you want. That's why they'll be like, when you're into this thing, they'll be like, go to places that spark like a good life. Don't go to this. Okay, you might go to this place, probably you want to see how life is there, because I've also been there. I'd be like, okay, go to this place. How are people living this life? You go and appreciate life and appreciate the universe and appreciate God for your situation. But then after that, because that's not the life, actually you won't be affected because it's not the life that you want. So you go to these other places, probably that places that spark something in you, calm environment. You want probably to be peaceful, you want to be rich. You go to places where you think the rich go, where the rich hang out, so that you change your environment slowly by slowly. Once you twist your environment, it gets used. Once you twist your brain, our brain is like our brain is a computer. It's like a computer, garbage in, garbage out. You think how did they come about that? It's like what you put into the brain. That's why media is there. That's why religion is there. So that it's just imparting into things. That's why people are just the way they are, because of what they were imparted into, what they imparted in their computers. So if what they imparted is not helping you, find a way of getting it out. That's why they'll tell you to meditate. So visualize the life that you want. Put it in your mind. I know. After you'll feel better. In those few seconds that you think about that, in those few seconds that you think about the life that you want or the life that you want to live, you'll be the happiest human being. Imagine living in that state forever. Actually, it would even come easy. Peace and love.